Hello everyone, welcome back to another Walking Dead video here on the channel. So I found an article that I want to go over with you. It's pretty interesting, so let's get into it. Hello everyone, I hope this video finds you guys doing well. It's been a while since we've made a Walking Dead video, and I found an article that I want to talk about, and I think you may be interested in it. It's a CBR article. I will leave a link in the descriptions in case you want to check it out yourself. And it's actually from about 2 weeks ago. I've been dealing with shingles for about 2 weeks, so I haven't really done a lot of really creative type of content. But yeah, so we're gonna get into this article. But before we do, if you haven't, now would be a great time to hit that sub button so you don't miss any of my Walking Dead content or any of the other content that I do. I do quite a mix of things here on the channel. But yeah, sub to the channel if you want to make sure you don't miss anything. And let's get into this. So the article is titled "The Walking Dead: The Ones Who Live" showrunner addresses enormously different changes from original plans. So if you don't know, Scott Gimple is kind of like the boss of all things The Walking Dead universe. And recently he did an interview with TV Line, and Gimple revealed that Rick's adventures would have been very, very different. The 6th episode showed Andrew Lincoln's Rick stint with the CRM and his reunion with Michonne and his children RJ and Judith. However, there were other plans for Rick in the films, which were announced over 5 years ago. It's hard to believe that it was 5 years ago. Gimple revealed the switch to a TV series in July 2022 at San Diego Comic-Con. Speaking on the changes, Scott explained everything was very, very different. He continues, "It was very, very different, a very, very different thing that actually was going through a lot of the iterations unto itself. When we started developing the films, Denai was still on the main show," Gimple explains. So she was not going to be in the first movie, and so it was very different. Gimple goes on to say, however, a reunion between Denai or Rick and Michonne was always in the cards. That would have happened in the second film because I knew Denai would have been available by then. And I knew she was unbelievably critical, Gimple says. But that made for a very different movie, even though Rick's circumstances were very much the same. And the relationship with the CRM and the city was very much the same. Guerrera and Lincoln are credited as co-creators and executive producers. Gimple says, "I was nervous about going that way in some ways," he recalls. "You don't know how it's going to be, but even in talking to Andrew about the movies, there was a comfortable vibe. And then when it was the three of us on that first day, man, we really started cooking really quickly. I spread all of the ingredients on the table for them from the past 5 years, and we started cooking together. We were on the same page, but also challenging each other, and we'd make each other laugh constantly," the franchise boss says. "This was one of those things where even if it was a wipeout, it was such a good time and we were approaching it with integrity." The article goes on to say that, as we all know, The Walking Dead: The Ones Who Live was announced as a limited series, but that didn't stop all of us from wondering about, what's going to happen next, that there are going to be more. The showrunner and Denai Guerrera played coy about a season 2, but they also teased that it's possible. In his latest interview, Gimple didn't really reveal anything conclusive. He says, "It was a wild ride to make The Ones Who Live. It was like 6 years of a lot of hoping and pivoting and working. It didn't eventuate the way I thought it would. It ended so much better. However, when pressed about more stories involving Rick and Michonne, he replied, 'That's possible.'" So, I really think there's going to be more Rick and Michonne story. I think it's probably right now in the writing phase, and I don't think we probably won't even hear anything about it till sometime next year. That's what I would guess. What do you think? Do you think we're going to get more? And can you imagine this as a movie, like now that we've had it as a series? I think it was probably better as a series than as a movie. That's just the way I feel about it. It may have been better as as far as like pacing. We may have, the whole CRM stuff seemed a little bit rushed to a lot of people, and they may have had time with 3 movies to flesh that out, make it go a little bit longer, but really really wasn't the story. The story was about Rick and Michonne, and they told us that the whole time. I've said that numerous times. That's just my opinion. You may disagree with it, and if you do, that's fine. We can have different opinions. But yeah, how do you think the story could continue? Let me know in the comments. What would you see as more Rick and Michonne story? And do you feel optimistic about Gimple saying that's possible? I don't. I mean, to me, there's no way there's not going to be more story. With as much money as this made, yeah, and as much money as this show made, everybody involved, yeah, there's going to be more story. As long as there's money being made, there's people that want the story, and there's going to be more. That's just kind of my takeaway. So that's about all I have in this, but I am kind of curious, like, what are you guys watching now that there's a kind of a content gap in The Walking Dead? I'm really enjoying Fallout. I'm going back and I'm watching the show Wednesday on Netflix. I'd never watched it before. I don't know why. I really like the Addams Family. So yeah, I'm enjoying that. I'm reacting to that with my son, Fred K, in case you've ever been in our streams. He goes by Fred K in our streams. Yeah. And you know, we still probably have a few months before Daryl Dixon. You know, are you excited for Daryl Dixon? I know I am. We don't have, you know, like a definite release date for Daryl Dixon yet, but I'm thinking probably like August, late August, early September. It would be great if we could find something out, you know, as Parish comes to an end. You know, that's the Sunday AMC show right now. But yeah, you know, I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to like a real trailer for Daryl Dixon, not the teaser. And you know, we had the season 2 trailer earlier in the year. I can't remember exactly when that one came out, but I'm looking forward to seeing some more that shows us, maybe like gives us an insight into the story, what's going to be going on, you know, in this season. And I look forward to seeing Carol and Daryl reunite and, you know, see what kind of stuff they can get into. You know, I hopefully we'll get some news about Dead City. You know, Dead City season 2. It really looks like it's going to be, from what I've been reading, it looks like it's going to be much better than season 1, which I think that was just writing. You know, I still need to go back and watch it again and give it a fair shake, I would say, because they have such strong characters in it. Negan is an amazing character, and so is Maggie. Very strong characters, and they have great actors who are playing these roles. So yeah, it should be good. I think maybe it was just lacking in the writing department, but again, you know, I need to go back and watch it again and give it a fair shake. I'm looking forward to more Walking Dead content and being able to create some videos for you guys. And, you know, it's a lot of fun being able to do this and just have these conversations with you. I'm also looking forward to the show Them. I believe it premieres in two days on... it's called Them, The Scare. I like a lot of horror shows, and that should be coming out in a few days. So I will be reacting to that if that sparks your interest. But yeah, let me know. Let me know what you're looking forward to. Are there any shows that you'd like to see me cover here on the channel? Kind of how I do this. And yeah, guys, that's really all I have. I hope you enjoyed the video. I've missed having you in my comments and seeing what you think. And yeah, I'll talk to you in the next one. As soon as the next one will be for The Walking Dead, will be as soon as there's more news. But yeah, guys, thank you for the ride.